Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope life is good for you, and I hope you're living your best life. I just thought I'd make this quick video, just something I want to rant about. Black people, please stop doing this. Stop it. Just stop it. All right. So the European Euro 2020, for you that don't know, that's soccer. It's very popular parts of the world. If you're from America, maybe you've never heard of it. Football, soccer, popular in Europe, popular in Africa, and popular in Asia. So the Euro 2020, they had to play it in 2021 because of the COVID. Just ended, and Italy won. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because people are saying the Italian team is racist because they have only Italians in the Italian team. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? If you have common sense, that's ridiculous. The Italian team is racist because they have only Italians in their team. The reason why people are saying that, because they are expecting black people from Africa or other parts of the world to be in an Italian team. Don't blame, this is what I'm going to say to those people. Don't blame Italians for wanting to have only Italians in their team. That's how it should be. Because at the same time, the English team had black people in their team. Okay? They lost. Unfortunately, I think their star performer was a black person, which was Raheem Sterling, in my opinion, for the whole tournament. However, the 3 kids that missed the penalties were black kids, and they got abused. And now they're saying England is racist. The English people are racist. Nah, they're not. They just don't want you. They've made this very clear from the beginning. They enslaved you. They take advantage of you. They don't want you. So the problem is, those kids that play for the English team, they play for England. They have a choice. Some of those have Jamaican heritage. Others have African heritage. Some of the English teams, like Saka from, I think his name is Saka from Crystal Palace, he plays for Cameroon. No one is saying anything bad about him. The kids that want to play for England because they have, I don't know, maybe English names, Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, or something like that. I don't know. They only play for England because of privilege. Because very well those people don't want you there. Why do we always have to play to be these people that want other people to like us? Fighting to get into other people's societies. This is why we are where we are. Because we don't have pride in ourselves. Big up to the Italians. They have pride in themselves, and they want to keep their team Italian. And that's how it should be. All those kids that are playing for England, all the black kids, they play for that, choose to play for that team because of the privilege. Okay? That comes with it. If you play for an English team in the Premier League, you're making enough money already. You don't need to play for England. You can play for your country of origin. Go play for Jamaica. Go play for Nigeria. Go play for like other people, like other players do. So don't go there and then when you face racism and start saying, oh, these people are racist. Nah, they're not racist. They're just pride in who they are. They take pride in who they are, and they want to keep it that way. You have a problem. You don't know who you are, and you don't take pride in who you are. So you want other people. You want to become part of a society that you think has the responsibility, or it's their what's the right word, that they have to accept you. No, they don't have to. All you black people that play for an English team, go play for your countries of origin. Okay? That's it. Make it that simple. Play for your countries of origin. You black people, stop this, because I tell you what, if you continue on this path, you're gonna end up in the gas chambers. You know, you're trying to run to Europe and trying to change their culture there for them to like you. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. You know, the Italian team doesn't need to have a black team in their team. And they'll give you a reason, because they're already big champions. They've won the World Cup like 5 times. Roberto Baggio, I remember those guys. You know, Paolo Maldini, they were all Italians. And they did very well as an Italian team with the Italian players. You know, the English team has had black players in it. They've won like once. They haven't won anything in the last 50-something years. So there's no proof to say, you know, they need black players in their teams to do better. You know, we can talk of France. Yeah, France is taking advantage of its slaves in a way, and they've won something. But still, it's not the greatest team ever. You know, it's not the greatest team ever. You know, and I'm pretty sure from what they have now, if France can build up and just have an all-white French team, which is what it should be, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. You know, let's stop this nonsense. Other teams have black teams in them. I think it was in Switzerland or something. They had black players in there. Did they go anyway? No, they didn't. So they don't need the black people to be in their team. They don't. The Germans have won the World Cup 5 times. Majority of the time, except maybe in the last couple of years, majority of the time they were all white, and they did very well. What you should be focusing on is having a Nigerian team win the World Cup. That's what you should be focusing on. Have an all-black African team win the World Cup, or Caribbean team win the World Cup. When you get to that stage, then you can say, okay, maybe you need us. Look at our team is winning. Even Brazil is full of mixed kids. You know, the Ronaldos and Robinho's, Ronaldinho, they are all mixed. So no one can, apart from Pele, all the other ones are mixed. So no one can truly say you need black people to be in this team to do well. And also, if you think you are athletically better than them, let us have an African team win the World Cup. You know, that's what we should be focusing on. Self-empowerment. That's our goal. This idea that we have to go to Europe and change Europe, I tell you what, it's not going to end well. Wait, 2024, Trump comes back. Because Trump gives white people an opportunity to be themselves. And then you're going to see the true colors come out. Stop it. Stop trying to make people like you. That's our downfall. They don't have to. They don't owe you nothing. You know? They don't owe you nothing. You know? Because you go there, like if people are moving to Italy, all these Africans that go to Italy, they live ridiculous lives. They're out on the streets begging, right? Let me tell you something. Most African nations right now, there's no war happening. There's no war. There's probably like 2 countries that are going through like some conflict, but most of Africa is peaceful. So why are these people still living? Because of an illusion. Okay? My wife was just in Italy and she's like, she rang me. This is in 2020, before the COVID, it was in 2019. She's like, this is ridiculous. All these black people here going around the street begging for money. And I said, yes, it's ridiculous. But because they are lazy. They are lazy to fight for what's right for them. Look what, that's why I'm proud of South Africans and what they're doing in South Africa. So you can say whatever they want to say, but they're fighting for something. They're there. All of us Africans who've run away from Africa, we are cowards. Cowards. Because we can't sit there and fight and develop our continent. You know, and we're trying to go into the society and trying to fight for acceptance. Ridiculous. You don't need acceptance. They don't need to accept you. You know, they don't like you. It's just what it is. You know, I'll give you an example where people actually, where we self-empower ourselves and how the world is going to change our views. And they might even like us, just like we might like them. You know, right now, we are begging. That's not the approach. Okay? I'll give you an example. Nana Kwame Bediako is doing business with an Italian. He's making that Italian a lot of money. He's made him part of his empire to supply all the fittings for his houses and all that stuff. And guess what? They have a relationship there where both sides are respected. Now, when you go to Italy as a beggar and They make you work in their farms because all the young people have left, and they pay you €2 and you take it because you are so desperate. You've made yourself become so desperate. And then you say it's slavery. No, it's not. It's not their problem. And guess what? If I was in the same situation, I see an idiot running away from a country, from a continent that has 65% of arable land, a continent with all the natural resources you can ever think of, a continent with plenty of land where he can actually grow the stuff I'm growing, use the internet to learn in his own country and sell them and make a lot more money. But I see if I see an idiot like that coming and saying you'll be okay to receive €2, guess what? I'm gonna take advantage of that idiot. Sometimes idiots deserve to be taken advantage of. It's just the way the world works. It's a jungle out here. I keep telling you. Stop it, black people. Stop. Fight for your place in Africa. I watched a video recently of a Somalian guy on Waramaya. He never left Africa. Today he's a millionaire. He never even went to school. He taught himself everything that he learns to. He can even speak English fluently. He taught that himself. So the notion that our school system is, these are the things we should be fighting to change, not leaving. When we leave, you become a coward. Today he's a millionaire, and there's one thing he does now: he travels the world, not as a beggar, not as an immigrant. Nah, he travels the world because he wants to, because the world is our oyster. He travels there, lives in fancy hotels. He's not going there as an African begging. No. He gets some knowledges that he wants, creates businesses, networks with other races. There's a difference. If you go there as a person who values themselves, people are going to value yourself. But if you go there begging, no one's going to value you. I'll give you an example. Italy is not this rich country. No, it's not. It's okay, the economy, but it's not a filthy rich country. So for every position the black man takes in their national team, it means an Italian kid is not going to be able to make that kind of money. That's not fair. It's Italy. Let Italians play in the Italian team and get the money. Don't try to go there and try to make people change everything for you. That's ridiculous. It's not going to happen. You're going to end up in the gas chamber, believe me. Because you are an idiot. Because you have no sense of self-worth. This is where we make mistakes. Look at Nigeria. 200 and something million people. Most of those people are supporters of Chelsea and Man City and other than they support their local team. And when the government says, you know what, we might stop televising these European teams, everyone gets upset. But actually, you have to remember that the way even the EPL started, the players there wasn't even, the players who started the EPL, they were doing it for free. But in Africa, we don't want to do that. We want to get rich right now. Because imagine if Nigeria was to block the televising all these European leagues. People will be forced to like their own team. And they'll go to their stadium, and when you pay, the players will get paid. And before you know it, Nigeria league becomes popular in Africa. And in Nigeria, it's 200 million something people. They're making a lot of money as players in China, which means Nigeria can do it. A country with so many natural resources and a good sized population, they can do it. But no, you don't want that. You want to watch the EPL. You want to watch the Bundesliga. While your own country is suffering. So but we keep blaming governments. Our attitude does not help either. How do we expect to have better governments in Africa when ourselves, our attitudes are wrong towards our countries? That has to change, black people. Develop your own leagues in Africa. Let us go there and watch our leagues and pay higher prices so our leagues can get better and better and better. Better skill, better what? Better everything. So we can even challenge to win the World Cup. We have the skill. Okay? It's all up to us Stop trying to make Europeans fall in love with you. It's never gonna happen. Stop trying to change European culture to suit you or for you to be adopted. It's not gonna happen. Europe for Europeans, Africa for Africans. Period. You know, doesn't mean you can't travel. There's Europeans coming to Africa, but they're not coming there to beg anything. They're coming to Africa to make money. You know, let's go to Europe to make money. Let's go to Europe like our friends in India and Latin America, they're doing. You know, India right now is about to, one of the digital pay companies called Paytm, I think it's called, is about to go, is about to have its IPO in India. And guess who is invested in that company? Warren Buffett. You know, Fidelity. These are, you know, even Ant and Alibaba from China, they've invested in that Indian company. And guess what? When it goes, it has its IPO, Warren Buffett is going to get about 60% of his investments. You know, do you think the Indians are not begging? They're like, you know, we have a business here, come and invest. If we did the same thing in Africa, the investors will come. You know, these guys, real investors will come. And not only, if we can start having these IPOs of our own in Africa, the money coming in, it's going to help even the Africans who know how to invest, who know something about investing. You know, their money go up. But we're not doing that. We want to run away and go and beg for someone to accept us. Let's stop it. Italy for Italians, English for England. You know, the English team for English, the French team for the French, the white people, the Europeans, not you. Go to Africa if you want to play. Okay? Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Stop it. It's not racism to have an European team full of Europeans. That's not racism. That's called pride. Okay? It's not racism to have a Ghanaian team full of Africans, full of Ghanaians. That's not racism. It's not. Don't take pride away from Europeans. Leave them alone. Let them do their thing. Do your thing. You know, we can't be at the same time saying, oh yeah, complaining about what's happening in Africa, but then at the same time, and trying to let, you know, white people maybe should just leave Africa and then go to Africa and trying to make those people accept us. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This is why you say you're on the wrong path. It's not going to happen. Leave them alone. Let them do their thing. We do our thing. Okay? Thank you, guys. I just wanted to rant, man. This is ridiculous. I'm going to repeat it again. Black people, stop this nonsense. Stop begging. Stop trying to force Europeans like you. Stop trying to force Europeans fall in love with you. Stop it. Just stop it. Thank you. And please subscribe. Goodbye.